Hi everyone, my name is Johanna Maggy. I am from Iceland and I am a Pilates instructor, and that's why I'm here today. I want to talk to you a little bit about Pilates and sharing with you later on some great exercises to improve our posture. Pilates is not just for women. Pilates is actually invented by a man. He was super curious, a little bit crazy guy, working out in his underwear in the snow. He was a warrior, he was martial arts, and I love watching old videos of him because he was just so brilliant and clever and finding every time, every day, something new, curious how to move our bodies. Genius about Pilates is you can do a very little thing, but you're working also your mind to go deep in your body, to contact and connect all these deep muscles around your spine who are supporting our spines. This is why I also want to mention powerhouse. Our abs leading down into our seat, because this is what is holding us up when we sit, unless we are sitting like this, which most of us, you guys are probably doing right now, because I do this all the time. I bust myself, hey, you wanna up straight with the spine, you wanna sit on top of your sit bones. And here under, we have this wonderful flesh that we can use to strengthen and help us to, you see what happens when I sit up, all the spine wants to spiral up, and this is, we are working hard to get a healthy spine, open chest, long neck. So now I'm gonna share with you these 5 exercises, simple and easy to do at home. So the idea is you wake up in the morning, you take a few conscious breaths, you drink a little bit of water or hot water with lemon if that's in your practice, and then you do slowly, you warm up your body and you do your workout then. There are of course other options is after work, before dinner time, or if your routine is similar to mine, I wake up with since I have 2 kids, I wake up with them in the morning, I have a little glass of smoothie with them, a little cup of coffee, and then I drive them to school, I come back home, and that's usually when I do my workout. So, you just squeeze it in where it's best for you, but the idea is shortly after you wake. All you really need is a mat and curiosity to flow. Okay, so let's get started. The first exercise I want to show you is the famous The 100. It's very disliked in some ways just because it's so hard, but there are steps to do it and it's just so good for you. So we are going to lay down on our back, and there are phases to do it. So the first would be bend your knees into your chest. And we're just going to practice to stretch the arms forward, get them really long, and the ears as far away from the neck and shoulders as possible. So you stretch that bit out. Lengthen your tailbone. Your tailbone is on the floor, and your rib cage is falling down and in, so your lower back is supported firmly into the mat. So we stretch the arms forward and curl our head up just to feel what it's like to be up here. And you really want to wrap the ribs together to support your spine, and then come down. So you just got the feeling of how to work your powerhouse. And you can squeeze your heels together at the same time to work your legs, your inner thighs, and your hips. So we are gonna reach the arms forward, pumping the arms up and down. And we are gonna breathe in through our nose for 5, in and out. In, out. Slowly, if this is good for you, then curl the head up. Obviously, if you have neck problem, you leave your head down. Pumping the arms, pumping air in the lungs for 5, and pumping air out of the lungs for 5. Then the next progression would be to slowly straighten the legs if you don't have any problems in your lower back. And then we pump 100 times in and 100 times out. In for 5 and out for 5. And then the ultimate extension would be to straighten the legs and slowly lower the toes so they are in a line with your eyes. And you pull deep, deep in, pumping the arms in and out. And pull the knees in and stretch a little bit for your lower back. And that would be the 100. Alright, so the second exercise is rolling up and down. So I'm going to start showing it in a very basic level. So in case you have a lower back problem or of some sort, then you can go slowly, work your way into it. And also, even if you are super advanced already, it's always beautiful to take a step back and go even deeper. So because this exercise is about articulating and massaging the spine. So we want to always keep this lift. So we're in the powerhouse, we're pulling the navel and the belly in and up. We're looking for this up, pulling the energy up, our mood is up, everything is up and together. So bring your heels together, squeeze them together to activate the inner thighs of your legs, your hips. Hold gently under the thighs. And we're going to pull the belly deep in, keeping the shoulders down, rolling down one vertebrae at a time, massaging the spine into the floor. And slowly all the way down up to the neck. And then you bring chin to the chest. And with your eyes, look and really scoop the belly in as you roll up, keeping the ribs together. And here, we want to stress that it's not about how far forward you go, it's about maintaining the scoop and the lift in your belly to go forward, to open nicely the lower back. And then we roll slowly down. And maybe you can slowly start to let go of the legs. And head down, chin to the chest, scoop and pull the belly deep, 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 deep. Now we're going to add the arms. The arms are reaching forward with the shoulders down. So the shoulder blades are down the back, down and open. So you're reaching for the wall in front of you as your navel is pulling you into the floor. You see my knees are also slowly reaching to straight. Pick up the head, pull the ribs together, pull the belly deep, 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 and then slowly roll up. Now let's straighten the legs. Now here, you see, pull the belly in and up like in that. You can see with your hand, try to pull, scoop yourself up and over. Rolling down, zip your inner thighs together. Pull the navel deep in, long neck, and release. If you want, you can take the arms back now, keeping the ribs together in the mat. Take the arms up, chin to the chest, and pull yourself up and up. Shoulders down. And this one you can do up to 10 times. Alright, so we are getting a little bit warm. Red cheeks are coming up, at least for me. So the next exercise is double leg kick. Double leg kick is supposed to open our chests, stretching the arms. We're going to do this movement here, so we're going to open the chest. But keep in mind that we are aiming for a long spine. So before we are gonna, you will understand in a second, before you're gonna aim up, we want to create as much length in the body as possible. Okay, and we are stretching the front of our hips. So we are gonna go laying down on the stomach. Okay, so first, just see that you can be as long as possible on the mat. So lengthen the legs out from the hips and visualize your torso lengthening away from your hips, so your waist is nice and long. And then you can, even with your hand, literally press the tailbone down a little bit just to create a long lower back. Your hands are going to come one on top of the other. If this is the highest you can go, then that's fine. But your goal is to bring your arms all the way up between the shoulder blades, like this. You can rest one cheek down on the floor. You're going to bring your heels together. We're going to squeeze the hips together as you bend the knees. 1, 2, 3. As you straighten the arms and the legs back, you hook your thumbs together. Pull the shoulder blades down and together on the back. Lengthen your legs and really pull your chest forward and up. And be careful with the neck. The neck does not want to do this. We want to keep everything long and healthy, so the energy can really flow through and go slowly down. We move always gracefully with control. Bring the arms all the way back up again and we kick. 1, 2, 3. Stretch the arms and legs, hook the thumbs together. If you can't hold on the thumbs, grab a towel and just hold it between your hands like this. If you can do this, great. And release down. Bring the arms up and then we kick. 2, 3. Stretch the arms and legs. Lift the chest up, up, up. You will see each time you start to move a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3. Hold the thumbs. And now let's push ourselves back up and make a little round rest to release the back. And then roll up with control. We take advantage of every movement to move with control using the powerhouse. So the next one is called spine stretch forward. Spine stretch. This sounds wonderful. So this one is a bit tricky to understand how to stack your spine. So I highly recommend to do it for the first time against the wall. Because when I teach it, I usually stand behind the person, so my leg is against their spine, so they can get an idea what it is to reach to straight. Or I just thought of bringing if you have a foam roller, if you don't have one, I highly recommend you should get one. You can put that behind you so you can get the idea. I'm just going to show you how. So we're going to sit down with our legs. It's not to stretch the legs, they are just in an angle out from the hips and your shoulders, so you can see them here. You want to sit, if it's hard for you to sit up like this, you can bend the knees, and so you have more space for the lumbar spine to lift up. So I'm going to show you, you can keep this against, so because it's for either common people like me, I have this tendency to arch too much, my ribs to stick out, and so then this happens, and this is really painful long term for the lower back. So we want to keep the ribs in to try to lengthen the spine so it's nice and tall. Neutral, but tall, okay? So you can use this or not. Bring your arms forward. We are gonna squeeze your seat. So you squeeze and you pull up so you get this lift in your pelvis. Your arms are reaching forward from the shoulder blades and your shoulders are firmly down. Long neck, so we squeeze and lift. Start by dropping your head. Really pull the navel in and up as you articulate slowly one vertebrae at a time. Aiming forward with the crown of your head down between your knees. So your goal is not to stretch, it's to scoop and get this lift in your lower back. So this one you can do from 8 to 10 times, rounding forward, and go slowly, scoop deeply in and feel the spine. And one good thing is to think that the tailbone is rooting down towards the floor and you're pulling tall in the opposite direction. Alright, so now we are at the last exercise and we are gonna stand up this time, just to use all the muscle to stand as nicely and tall as we can. So what we're gonna start is Pilates stance. So this Pilates stance is heels together, toes apart, lengthening up your inner thigh. So from this exercise, it's just the more you get, the more deeper you go, and that takes practice. I'm not expecting you, if you're like, I don't know what she's talking about, that's normal. Be patient and just keep exploring it. When you do the dishes, you can squeeze your heels together without hyperextending the knees, lengthen the inner thighs, squeezing your butts together to support the spine. Then we want to stretch the toes on the floor a little bit. Make sure you can gently do a check. Are your hip bones in a line or is one sticking? This is very common. We want to balance between the left and the right, okay? The hips are here, the navel is in and out, ribs are not sticking out, they are together. Chest is nice and open, shoulder blades are down the back and ears up far away from the shoulders. So this would be the Pilates stance, okay? So we have that. Now from the belly, we're gonna scoop the belly in and up to move the arms forward and up. So the weight is now in between the big toe mount and the second toe mount. I don't know the name of that toe. Anyway, so here we are reaching the arms forward, the belly is in and up. Now pull the belly in to create resistance, to bend the elbows and pull them in. So your biceps are working hard. So you have to use your imagination here to create this and pull the belly in to extend, to straighten. Now, if you really want a challenge, if you're a strong man, you can also hold whichever weights you think is suitable for you. But just don't rush it. You can also just play with it a little bit, make it challenging from the inside out. Pull the belly in and extend. We'll do 3 to, you could also do more, 3 to 10 of these, whatever you feel. Then we are going to move open to the side. We are not going to go here, so the rib sticks out and we get everything. We are here. We can see the fingers through the corner of our eyes. Pull the belly in and up, bend, create the resistance, pull the belly in and extend, you see? So you make yourself shaking, and my legs are also burning by just being so tall, and extend. And then the last one, we're gonna bring the hands in a diagonal line above our head, bring our thumbs together and our index finger together, bend the elbows behind the head, and extend the arms up. So pull the shoulders down, pull the belly in, pull the arms behind your head to open the chest, pull the elbows back, and pull the belly in and up to extend. And then, you release. I hope you enjoyed these 5 exercises of Pilates today. So I also want to give you an advice. We are allowed to go out for a walk, for exercise. So take that walk. And when you take that walk, remember all these tips from Pilates. Pull the belly in. And some people, especially women, and especially after giving birth or pregnancy, it's hard. Like I'm sucking my belly in with my head, but I can't find the muscles. So that doesn't mean you don't have them or it doesn't work for you. That means you need more time to practice. And that's okay. That's what I had to do. So I would walk around the streets in New York and try to pull my belly in, and then one day, it clicks in and it connects. So don't give up. take that walk. So take advantage of that. So thank you so much for having me here. It's always an honor and a great pleasure to be here with you at Vanity Fair. So thank you for having me. I hope you enjoyed these 5 Pilates exercises, and I hope you will do them and you will enjoy them. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.